Hi everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. I hope you're all staying safe and well during the lockdown. Sue Berry asked if I could do a colouring chat, and I thought it was the perfect opportunity to do it, seeing as it's like coming towards the end of the day. It's about 5:30. I finished my work a couple of hours ago and I thought I should just do some colouring, because lately when I've had time to colour I have kind of just been like wasting that time. Because every day is the same, I sometimes don't feel motivated to colour, which is really weird because I absolutely love it, but sometimes I just want to chill and read a book or watch some YouTube. I think we've got to we're allowed to have excuses for stuff nowadays because everything is just in a blur at the moment. So I thought I would colour this PDF that I printed out from Kelly O'Gorman's website. I mentioned this on my previous video, but you can get this for free. She's got a couple of freebies on there and I will try and link her website down below. But I actually saw this on her Instagram, and as I've mentioned a couple of times before, I can still access it without actually having it, but I saw that she had put this up and it's called The Tree, I think, and I really like the way that she's created this tree shape but with loads and loads of different animals and things. I actually really like her style, and I haven't got any of her stuff. I don't have her calendars, but her A to Z woodland book looks really nice. But I just thought I would give it a go on a PDF, because it's just a really lovely picture, I think. So I have started this with my Faber-Castell pencils, so they are all in this case, apart from a few because I've pulled them out for various things. But in here, if you don't already know, I have my Faber-Castell Polychromos. It's not all of them because I don't have all of them. I have about 70, I think. I've got my Faber-Castell Classic pencils, which come in a set of 60. I've got Faber-Castell Eco pencils, which come in a set of 48. And also, in the set that Susan got me, there were a few new ones as well. I don't know what these are called, but they're pretty similar to the Eco pencils. So I've got quite a variety in here, and I just put them all together, in the colour groups. I accidentally missed the loop though, so I've got a random green here, but that's fine. Another freebie that I also mentioned in my other video was a Clara Markova one that I particularly wanted. So I don't know about you, but I'm quite nervous about cutting the doors out of my books. So I got this, and this was free as well on her website. I'll link this down below. And this is a free page. She's got quite a few free pages again. I've done some cards and stuff in the past. But basically, if you're worried about doing it, you can kind of have this as a practice or something. So you would colour this and cut it out, and then create a slit here on the line, put it through and then stick it on the back. So I obviously haven't started it yet, but I'm planning on doing it soon, hopefully. The websites are actually here, if you can see those, but I will link them anyway. And this is printed on some moleskin paper that I had. I just carefully took out a couple of sheets from my book where the binding was and printed it through there. Also, because my book has rounded edges, I just trimmed it, so this is slightly smaller than the normal paper was. As I mentioned in the other video, I am looking for some other cardstock, so if you have any good suggestions, I'd really appreciate it. I have found a couple, but I didn't know if there was any in particular that you find are really good for pencils. So yeah, I think that's about it. The only other thing I wanted to show you was for Easter, we tend to get kind of a small present rather than loads and loads of chocolate. We still got quite a bit, but we don't really get massive eggs that are kind of like £10. We get a small present instead. So my mum and dad got me this tin, which was empty, so they didn't get me the paints inside, but I put my Arteza gouache. So this holds 48 pans, and I have a set of 60 Arteza gouache, and it's all sold out and everything. I was really glad I got this before Easter because it's sold out now. But this is the 48 set, and then there's 12 shimmery metallic ones that also come in the set, but I didn't put them in here because obviously I didn't have room. So this is what they look like. Now, because it's gouache, it does crack, so even though it is cracked, it really doesn't matter. You can activate it with water really easily. What I tend to do is get a pipette and then put a drop of water in them before I start painting. But you can actually take this out, which is a really cool feature. If I can actually, it's quite hard to do it one-handed, there we go. There's more mixing area there, but you can see I've used quite a few of them, so I'll need to refill them, but I don't mind that they're cracked. They still work absolutely amazingly. And yeah, it's just so much easier, because before I would have to take out all the tubes I wanted and then squeeze the paint, and then I would be wasting the paint because I'd be squeezing it out, and it's just so much easier. So you can put gouache into palettes, it does work. I was a bit wary. I did watch a few YouTube videos to make sure it did work and I wasn't going to waste my paint, because some of them are quite low. I don't have much paint left in them. But yeah, this is amazing and I absolutely love it. It's been a lifesaver. It's so good. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with the colour and chat now. So I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm kind of just gonna go with it. No idea what colours I'm going to use, but again, if you could see the mess that was down on my right side now, it's absolutely ridiculous. I've got pencils everywhere, so if I sound a bit quieter, that's just because I'm leaning down to get some pencils from there. But I think I'm going to start with her hair, and I'm going to do it a goldish yellow colour to go with the sun, but it's going to be a bit darker. So I am just going to lean down and get a couple of creams. Okay, so I've just picked a few colours and I'm just going to sharpen them. And because it's a colour and chat, I won't be kind of showing the colours I use, because this is more of just a chatty video rather than a tutorial. So yeah, so I hope you all had a lovely Easter. It was so sunny here. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it. It's boiling now actually. Really, I should have the window open, but it's not too bad. But it's been so lovely. I mean, we've been having lunch outside a lot recently. I'm just going to move this so I can colour more easily. So yeah, it just has been amazing. So we sat outside for lunch today, which was lovely, and we're having loads of like summery foods and stuff. We've had so many barbecues in the last couple of weeks. We're actually having one tonight, and it's actually a Thursday tonight, and usually if it was a normal day and we were at school and stuff as normal, we wouldn't be having a barbecue because my dad gets home from work at about 7:30, and me and Tom would have already eaten because we have various clubs and stuff. So this is one benefit of the lockdown. We're able to have dinner later and also just enjoy the weather more and be outside more. It's lovely. So, you know, even though everything that is going on right now does suck, there are some perks to it, and you know, I don't think we're ever going to get a chance like this again to just slow down and really appreciate everything, because I've noticed so much how I'm just, you know, all the days are just rolling into one, so I'm trying to appreciate all the time that I do have to just relax, but equally I am still doing all the work I need to do. It has obviously been a big part of this, you know, still carrying on with all my GCSEs and things like that, because if any of you don't know, I'm in year 10. So I'm just going to try and move this so it doesn't shake as much. Yeah, so I'm in year 10, and so it's really impacted me a lot, because all of the year 11s in the UK, their GCSEs have been cancelled, the A levels have been cancelled. But for me in year 10, I'm still having to carry on with all of my GCSEs. So with all of this remote learning, I'm basically self-teaching myself all of the courses, which isn't ideal. I mean, we would have been having exams a couple of weeks in, so kind of next week after, we would have been having exams, and obviously that's not possible. The only thing I do know is for English, they're sending us the paper we would have had and doing it as a practice, and kind of not in exam conditions. It's not as serious as that, but we're still getting that practice, which I'm really thankful for, actually, because I'm considering doing it for A-level, and I do want as much practice as I can get for that. And I am really enjoying it at the moment. It's really lovely. I enjoy literature more than language, so I would be considering doing literature, not language, and that's purely just based on I prefer the style of writing, I prefer the themes and stuff that we do, different texts and things like that, because you don't really study text, I don't think, in language. So for our school, they picked, from modern text, we're doing an Inspector Calls. Then the Shakespeare, we're doing Macbeth. Then we've also got Jekyll and Hyde, and then we have to do poetry. The poetry is the thing I'm wary about. Luckily, it's not in our, practice exam in a couple of weeks, but that's the thing I know I need to work on. It is tricky, and the thing I was wary about all along with English was that because it's closed book, I was wondering how I was going to remember all the quotes, but it's okay. And for A-level, it's actually open book, so it's quite nice to have the change there, and it won't be as stressful. But equally, when it is open book, you don't want to spend too long just going through and finding quotes, because that does use up some time. But yeah, my practice exam is on, I have to do a Jekyll and Hyde essay and a Macbeth essay, so I've sent a couple of stuff to my teachers just to have a look at, because I did a practice Jekyll and Hyde answer yesterday and today, just to put everything together. And I haven't actually been doing that much revision, obviously, because I'm not having any exams, and I thought when I came back to doing the English I would just forget everything, but it's actually okay. I was really worried about it. We've been studying Jekyll and Hyde since January, and then we did Macbeth in the autumn terms from September, so there has been a longer break from Macbeth, and I did notice that a bit more. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's just me, but in the Easter holidays I didn't get around to doing much work at all. I basically didn't do any, which usually I would be studying so hard in Easter holidays, and obviously I haven't really had to do much. I have had an ongoing music assignment to do a film composition, so I was doing a bit of that, and I was doing a couple of the English tasks, because over the last couple of weeks our English has just been to do exam preparation, the exam preparation that we would have done if we were in school. So there have been a couple of things, but overall our school's been great at communicating everything. I mean, I just get sent all my emails every morning, and then I just get on with the work. And I think the other benefit actually to working at home is, yeah, you're not in that classroom environment, so you can't ask your teacher for help, but equally there's no distractions, which is great. I can get the work done a lot quicker because, you know, one, you're not waiting for the teacher to go through the answers and then move on to the next task. So, you know, I do get it done a lot quicker, which is a benefit. So I have 6 periods a day. Some are double lessons, some aren't, but generally speaking, before Easter I was getting things done at around lunchtime, so 12:30. Things lately have been taking me a bit longer. I don't really know why. I've been spending quite a lot of time on like my essay and things like that, but generally now I've been finishing at about 2:30. I have been taking slightly longer breaks, I guess, here and there. I think before I was just kind of really wanting to push through and finish it, but yeah, I've been taking my time with some stuff more, which has been nice. And I think because our school day anyway finishes really early compared to other schools, you know, it's not that much of a difference, but it is nice just not having to wait for the bus in the morning and not having to worry about all of that. It does have its benefits, but equally, I mean, how are you all doing? It's such a scary time at the moment. I mean, no one really knows where they stand. I was reading a news thing saying that we're apparently not going back to school till June, but no one really knows for certain. And, you know, I'm just so scared for people out there who have been affected by it and, you know, who have it on ventilators and stuff. It's just so sad. So for any of you that have been affected, I'm really, really sorry. And if you have had any losses in your family or your friends, I am so, so sorry. And I'm thinking of all of you. It's a really, really scary time, and we've just got to look out for each other, don't we? Oh, I've just seen I've gone over the line there, so I'm just gonna... But yeah, it's so difficult at the moment to judge what is going to happen, and yeah, I think we have all grown accustomed to all the rules now, though, which is good. And you know, we all know what we can do and what we can't. Whenever we go for walks around our village, and we go into the centre where the shops are, it's not dead. It's, you know, it's still fairly busy, because what we have is we have kind of one communal shop which everyone basically goes to, and it is quite small, so there is that, and you know, there's loads of queuing and stuff, which isn't ideal, but you know, we're doing the social distancing and stuff, but we tend, if we don't need to go, we won't. And my mum's still working because she works at a farm shop, so she's kind of classed a key worker because she used to work in the cafe bit, but obviously the cafe's been closed, so she's working with all the food and stuff, and they're doing food boxes and things like that, so it is keeping her busy. Okay, I think this is just about done. I'm just going to try and add a couple more shadows in with a slightly darker colour. Yeah. If you can hear the music in the background, that's just the radio. My dad's cooking. Yeah, I think, talking of the radio, actually, I've been listening to it a lot more recently. We listen to Hall of Fame. I mean, we always listen to Hall of Fame or classical. I mean, I wouldn't say that we're like classical music nerds. Not that that's a bad thing. I do love classical music, but we have been listening to it a lot more. But also, we don't really get the time to listen to it often. In the morning when I'm getting ready, because I have an Amazon Alexa, which I got for Christmas, I listen to Capital, and then sometimes I'll listen to classical, but funnily enough, I don't really listen to music when I'm doing work. Sometimes I will. If I'm doing work that doesn't require much attention, like art, then I might listen to an audiobook or something, because obviously listening to words isn't the best. Sorry. Listening to words and stuff isn't good if you're, you know, doing something like English. So usually it will be absolutely quiet. But Baroque music's actually really good when you're studying, because it's got that regular beat and it's quite steady and stuff like that. So Baroque music or gentle music is good. And it actually helps your the stuff that you need to remember. It goes into your head quicker, apparently. So yeah, I think that hair's about done. I think I'm going to move on to the owl. I have no idea what I'm going to do for it. I'm not going to make it overly accurate. I will get a photo up if I can. But I'm not too bothered about getting accurate. I think I'm going to have a bit of grey. So I might just start with that. I have got a bit of grey already, but I'm kind of thinking a skin type greyish colour. I'll kind of just go with what I go with, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for a brownish top of the head. I really don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not really fussed if it's accurate or not, because I'm just having fun with this page, really. I mean, you can see here, obviously, my elephant really isn't accurate. Pink elephant, but you know, love a pink elephant. So, yeah, sorry, my dad's just talking. So, I've been occupying myself more. Not that I'm not good at occupying myself. I think with all our hobbies, there's always something to do. And obviously with my piano and stuff, I don't know about that, whether my exam's cancelled, because I was meant to have it in July, and I go through ABRSM, and they said that all the exams up until the beginning of July are cancelled, and mine is in the middle, right before I would have broken up for the summer holidays. And I really don't want to do it in September. It's not even September, it's November time, because then I'll just be stretching it out too long. I've been doing it since January. And yeah, I just don't really know at the moment, which is really scary, because I have been working hard for it and I would have been fine. It's just one of those things. I also don't know if, even if they did do them, whether I would be able to, because I think they take priority for those people who had them cancelled before this all happened. So there's that as well. My singing exam was cancelled, and that was even before there was lockdown. I think it was maybe a week or two before everything properly was implemented. So they were taking precautions, and they did say we could do video call exams, but I just thought you're not going to get that same... One, I'm not going to get that same experience of an actual exam, and I do want that, because I do get a bit nervous before exams, but I kind of just like having that experience, and it feels like more of an achievement getting through it. But also, I wouldn't be able to use space as well. We're told I'm doing a musical theatre singing exam, so you have to use the space, you have to use props and stuff like that if they enhance your pieces. And I don't think it would have really come across very well, and I didn't want to really do that, because I'm not sure if it would really show what I could have done if it had been larger rooms, stuff like that. So I've decided, instead of doing that, I'm just going to wait until I can do them again and then move up 2 grades instead, because by then obviously I will have improved and stuff. So yeah, we'll see. I did mention on Sammy's stream that I will be doing a piano video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it as a I think I'm going to do it as a separate video, because I've got quite a few that I want to play. But yeah, that'll just be something that you can listen to if you want to whilst doing things. I don't know totally yet all the pieces I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll get around to filming it soon, but they're not going to be absolutely perfect, because I don't know how to edit it so that things that go wrong can be changed. And also the sound quality isn't going to be great, because I tried filming on my computer, the sound quality wasn't great. Then I tried filming on my mum and dad's phone. It was much better, but it wouldn't do the whole sending and stuff, and the storage wouldn't work. So I have decided to go and do it on my computer. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but we'll get the idea. But yeah, that'll be something fun that I can do. It's obviously it won't be a colouring video, but it'll be something a bit different, so hopefully that'll go up in the next couple of weeks. I don't know. I'll just do it when I do it. So I've kind of had a steady routine, I guess, throughout these past couple of weeks. Not so much over the holidays, because obviously when I was at school I would have to wake up early, get ready, be at the bus stop and stuff at a certain time. Everything was a steady routine. And now I'm just waking up naturally, which has been nice, because when I was younger I always used to wake up really early, and that was through choice, you know. I just really liked waking up early. I don't really know why. Excuse me for a minute, I need to get a few pencils, if I can find them. They're all in a bit together. Oh no, they're here. So yeah, with my routine and everything, I've been waking up naturally, which, to be honest, I've either been woken up by my mum if she's going to work, and if she's going to work then she leaves at 7:30, so that's not all bad, because I used to wake up at 6:30, so bit of a difference there. But if I wake up naturally, some days I've been waking up at 7, some days I've been waking up 7:15, no later than 8. And then generally I've been quite good. What my teachers tend to do is send through all of the work for that week, only for some subjects. So science, I have 6 periods of science a week, but 2 teachers, so they send all 3 lessons when I have the first lesson. So I have a double lesson of science on a Monday and then one single on a Thursday, so she sends them all 3. So I was quite good at doing that Thursday lesson as well, if I felt like it. So I kind of get that out of the way, and then RE sends both the lessons, so I do both of those. So I have had a bit of extra time, but actually in the mornings now I've been doing a Joe Wicks every day. So I've been really keen to do more fitness and stuff. Some of them are really, really challenging, and they do challenge me, but it's been kind of one of my goals throughout the lockdown to just do one every day. So I've been doing, well, my teacher actually introduced me to them. I hadn't really been doing his workouts as such, but we had to, well, our teacher said to do them for PE, and obviously we didn't have to do all of them if we didn't want to, but I did. So they were the 7 days of sweat challenge. So it's 7 days in a row, 20 minutes a day, and everything varies. So some days I've been doing full 1 minute with no rest, so 20 different exercises, 1 minute each, or I've been doing 30 seconds active, 30 seconds rest. And then some days it's just been a rotation or a ladder kind of thing, where it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, stuff like that. So it has been changing, and it keeps me guessing, which I like. I don't really like the ones where it's just, right, you do these 4 moves and you repeat them 5 times each, and that's your 20 minutes. I prefer it when it's something different. And also I like it when they vary, because sometimes I have done 2 a day from him, and I've done his 7 days of sweat, and then I've done kind of a 10-minute ab burner or something. And I find just doing abs or just doing cardio, it really is bad. So I prefer it when he does a mixture of all of them. So, you know, you've got planks, you've got lunges, squats, things like that, but then you also do running punches and things. So there is variation, which is good. Because also, the only hard thing about that is it can be really hard getting off the floor when you've just done like bicycle crunches or something, and then you need to get up and do running or something like that. So it is challenging, but I am enjoying it. And I do those first thing in the morning pretty much. So I'll wake up, read for a bit, come downstairs and do Joe Wicks. I tend to do them before breakfast. I don't know if that's a bad thing to do or not, but I just do it before breakfast because then if the food's alongside me, it's not the best for me. But yeah, I do that, then I will get dressed, have breakfast, stuff like that. Then I'll get on with my work. So generally, I do Joe Wicks maybe at like 8:30, 8:45. Usually my lessons would start at 8:45, but obviously, as I've been saying, because I've been doing extra lessons here and there and getting them out of the way, I have less periods to do on particular days, so I can afford to start it a bit later. And then, yeah, I'll just get on with my work. So it has been hard carrying on with the curriculum, but I am coping with it, I guess. I've always struggled with science, so that's the thing for me that is challenging at the moment, especially since, you know, I struggle with it anyway, so having this extra stress of learning everything on my own is hard. With some other subjects, we are doing revision tasks because they can afford to teach us stuff like later. It's fine. Yeah, it was hard to get used to in the first couple of weeks, but this has been the third week back now because I had 2 weeks off before the Easter holidays. Then I had 2 weeks of the Easter holidays and I'm back. So what happened with our school was the school shut down on the Wednesday for year 7, 8 and 9. I can't remember what the date was for that. Was it the 17th? I don't know. 17th of March. But yeah, we had that. And then year 10 and 11 we stayed Thursday and Friday, and then all the schools shut down because that's what the government said. The reason our school for year 7, 8 and 9 shut down early was because we just didn't have enough teachers. So many teachers were off sick or they were self-isolating. So we were having too many supply teachers, so they needed to send away all the younger years so that we could actually get proper teachers for the last couple of days, you know, so that we could carry on with our GCSEs. So it was a bit of, you know, shuffling around and getting used to things, but it was okay in the end. So I think I'm going to do the ground bit that the elephant is standing on. I don't really know what I'm going to do for it, but I think I'm just going to go in with some earthy colours probably. Yeah. So I also have some recommendations for TV programmes if you're wondering what to watch. I know obviously daytime TV, you know, even we have enough of daytime TV. I mean, I don't watch it because I'm working, but I know, I mean, I like This Morning. I never usually get to watch it, but sometimes I watch clips on YouTube. I do like This Morning, but sometimes, you know, you can just have enough of it and you want other things to watch. So my favourite series is back. It's Killing Eve, so that started on Sunday. The new episodes come out the Monday after, so when it was on Sunday night, the Sunday that's just been, the second episode then came out on the following Monday at 6 a.m. I didn't watch it at 6 a.m, but I just know the timing. So I do watch them all in advance, but then I watch them again with my family because I love them so much. It's just so good. So good. I would really, really, really recommend that. So that's on BBC and you can find it on the BBC iPlayer. Obviously, that is only available for the UK, I think, unless you can... Oh no, you can get Killing Eve in the US. Is it BBC? US or something, I don't know. But it's amazing. Jodie Comer is just amazing. I love it so much. I've watched all the series, although the only thing I found is that I have forgotten what's happened in certain episodes before, so they're referencing stuff from previous episodes, and I'm like, oh no, I don't remember that, so I might have to go back and watch a couple of them, but that doesn't matter. The only thing I'm sad about is another of my favourite series, which I don't know if it's back yet, is Keeping Faith, and I don't know if they're going to come out with it, because they always film it in Welsh and then English, because all the actors are Welsh. So I'm not sure if they filmed either of them yet, so that will be interesting to see if that does emerge. I hope it does. I really, really love that. It's so good. Can you see this? Oh no, okay. We've recently been watching Quiz, which, if you don't know, is where people cheated on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So they basically cheated by coughing on the answers that were right. And looking back at it now, it was really, really obvious. I mean, it was amazing that they even got away with it. But what they've done is it's a 3-episode part drama documentary. Oh, my mum told me what that's called. Oh, I can't remember. A mix of a drama and a documentary. And that was really, really good. We've watched 2 of the episodes out of 3, so I think we'll watch the other one tonight probably. I'm really enjoying that. I didn't think I would as much as I am. And obviously we watch Gogglebox because we love it. Some might say it's trashy, and it kind of is, but we really like it. I also love Made in Chelsea. I know you might not expect that I do watch trashy things. For the most part, I don't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with watching them at all. And generally, I don't really watch. I mean, I was never a big fan of Love Island. I just didn't really care for it that much, but that's just my opinion. I know loads of people love it. But I really like Made in Chelsea, and I really like Gogglebox. So, yeah, we all have our own opinions of stuff, and you do you. I need a lighter. Ah, there we go. Like a lighter green or something. I wanted to mention and say thank you to all of you who commented on the post that I did about Tenderful Enchantments. I was really, really struggling to find it, and you all helped a lot. I ended up getting it from a link that Miriam put. So it was a Czech website. But we did have to do a bank transfer, which was the only bit that we were a bit wary of. But I'd got some money from my grandparents for Easter, and so I got that with it. It actually was a lot cheaper than if I had got it on Etsy, so it came to about €28, which is about £23-ish. I think I paid, about £23, which is about £12 cheaper than what it is on Etsy. So it's definitely worth looking at, looking at those websites. But I don't think we'll be doing another foreign transfer for a while, because my mum was a bit wary of it, which I don't blame her for. You don't know where the money's going. It was my money, but even so, yeah, we don't know. But yeah, everything's gone through. She emailed us to say, yeah, it's all fine. Shipped it. I imagine it's going to take a while to come though, just with COVID happening, but that's all right. I can wait. Now, I don't know what to do these leaves. I think I'm going to do a different green, a slightly brighter, lighter green. Just to brighten up the page a bit, because some bits are a bit dull at the moment. I'm still going to do kind of an olive green, but not as much. And yes, as I mentioned in my other video, those of you who have kindly donated on my Ko-fi page, Ko-fi, I still don't know how to pronounce it, I won't be spending that money at the moment because loads of things that I was looking at are out of stock. So I'm just going to wait until this whole thing has sorted itself out and then I will do it. But your money hasn't gone to waste. I really, really appreciate it. It's so generous of you. But yeah, I will just wait until everything goes back to normal, which hopefully won't be too long. I think it's safe to say we won't be going on our summer holidays. Well, we'll have to see, but it's not looking good at the moment. I'm sure there was something else I was going to tell you. When I just come on video, I sometimes just like blur. I just like, what? What was I going to say to you? I'm sure there was something. My mind has been so full of things that I was going to say. I just gone blank now. I swear there was another TV show I was going to mention. I have been watching Glee because we finally connected our Netflix, well, my grandma's Netflix, to us. It doesn't work well on the TV, but it works well on my computer, so I've been watching that, the 6th series, and I had previously watched the 1st and 2nd series anyway, so really enjoyed that. I just love it, so good. And watched a couple of films on there in the holidays. But yeah, really everything's just carrying on as normal. Sometimes I forget the day of the week, which, you know, isn't great, but it's happening. I don't know what day of lockdown it is, but we've been in it for a while now, so I imagine it's a while. I think on Gogglebox it said that week that we've been in our 26th day, so it would have definitely gone up, so definitely into the 30s now, I think. It's just so strange, it's just weird. And it's seeing everybody and not being able to like talk. Well, you obviously can talk at a distance, but it's just really weird. So yeah, I hope you all are, you know, coping well and keeping safe. It is so weird at the moment. I'm going to try and post more on my community tab. I've really just halted. You would have thought that with more time I would be able to do it more, but for some reason I just lost the mojo. Not for the community tab, but just for when I've had free time, I just use it up in other ways. But yeah, and I've also forgotten to do anything on my website. Because again, I just haven't had any inspiration to do anything on it. But maybe I will think of something to do. If you have any suggestions for posts and stuff that you would like to see on there, let me know, because if there's any questions you'd like answered, if there's kind of a Q&A, or that might be a good idea. If you have any questions for a Q&A that's colouring related, by the way, then yeah, please put them down below. I would love it. You know, if you have a question about how I don't know, do things, I don't know, or like what's my favourite book or favourite supply, whatever, I'll try and answer them as best I can. I mean, I'm not an expert, but, and you know, I'm not the best at colouring, you know, I just colour my own way. I've got quite a few pictures to put up on my community tab though, in terms of completed ones, so I need to get on that, I need to do it. So I've kind of just slowed down. I think the pace of life has just really slowed down. It's crazy. then the days go really quickly as well. So even though everything is supposedly slow, I just find them whizzing by as well. Right, I'm just going to do the leaves up here, and then I think I'm going to finish it there because I've been on for quite a while. God, this is going to take ages to upload. But it's been fun just chatting. Really missed it. I haven't done a colouring chat in a while. I think it was about 2 months ago. Thank you, Sue, for the suggestion, because I am that sort of person and I fail to keep up with regular colouring chats and stuff, just because they do take a bit longer than other videos, which I don't mind. And obviously when I was at school I didn't have enough time to do longer videos. But obviously now I have all the time in the world. The only annoying thing is our Wi-Fi goes down so much when I'm uploading, so I have to wait until my dad's finished work, or he's on a break or something. But yeah, it is frustrating sometimes, but there we go. I'm just going to move this. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm surprised at how much I got done, actually, considering I was just rambling. But yeah, I'll put all my links and stuff in the description as usual. Along with these PDFs, I haven't seen them, but there have been some NHS ones going around, some rainbow stuff. So, you know, if you can find them, I haven't been able to find any. I think Lulu Mayo's done one. Not sure, but yeah, you know, if you can find one, you know, colour it, because, you know, supporting the NHS at this time is so crucial, and, you know, they're doing so much for us. So any of you that are key workers and, you know, are helping and stuff like that, thank you so much. And thank you, you know, just I hope everyone stays safe and well, and everything will be below, as I said, with all the links. Keep safe, and I will speak soon. Bye everyone.